What's up, everyone? Well, today we're here in Colorado with Brian from Off Grid Backcountry Adventures, and you guys have seen his truck. We've done some videos with Brian. Brian has been living full-time in his truck topper for 6 years now, and I figured this was an appropriate scenario to chat about truck topper versus rooftop tent, pros and cons, baby. So we'll get Brian's input and we'll get my input from being on the road full time over a week in the rooftop tent. So let's check it out. So what I've learned about Brian's setup is that you can hop in the back here and be super stealth. That's a pretty obvious thing about the truck topper, is it is more stealth. You don't have to climb the ladder to get in it. You can get in and out a lot easier. So especially when you have the dog, that's a lot harder. So it's pretty obvious that the truck topper would be a little bit easier for this. Also, you know, talking about going to stay with people or things like that, you can have the dog hang out in the truck topper. Coda would, you know, love it in there as long as it's the right temperature and everything, versus the rooftop tent. You know, you're not going to pop it in like the middle of the street or in the bar or something like that. So she hangs out in the truck. But let's go see what Brian thinks about rooftop tents. He's never really had one, but let's chat with him about the rooftop tent versus the truck topper. People, you know, the rooftop tent I've been in for a week now.
Yep.
And the truck topper you've been in for 6 years. So
6 years.
You know, I guess you've learned a thing or two.
Yeah,
but what do you think? I mean, you haven't been in the rooftop tent, right?
Nope.
I mean,
but
you've seen them a lot.
Here's what I like. Here's what I like from the outside looking in. Literally, I love the ventilation that you have.
Yes.
That looks awesome. Also, too, you're up off the ground, which when it's cold out, that's real nice because, you know, the bottom 18 inches close to the ground, that's the coldest.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice being up off the ground, and it seems a pretty easy setup.
Yeah.
Seems easy.
It is totally easy. Good points. I didn't think about being higher off the ground, and also for animals and stuff, but
yeah.
I mean, you probably feel pretty safe in your truck topper for
I'm
animals.
not worried about that.
The stealth is cool. Like, I don't want to go to a Walmart and pop my rooftop tent.
It's nice too in the wind. I don't have any problems in the wind.
Yeah. So I've been living full time now in the James Baroud rooftop tent for over a week, and I've been really enjoying it. It packs up really quick. It was fantastic in the wind. Yesterday was the first day in the wind, real gnarly wind. See, she's looking up there like, what do we do? Are you gonna go put me up there? Like, no, Codes, it's too much work. And it's dangerous. It's a risk. It's a risk for you and me both that we can't be taking la-di-da just to take little naps. This is serious. Now, of course, having the rooftop tent, we can have all our crap below here in the bed, which is one cool advantage. But I've learned with this kitchen slide, I think it's a little bit overkill. If I take it out and I just have a 2-burner that I set up, I can have a lot more space, and I can put my clothes back here, and I can free up some space in the cab. So it's nice to have this area back here. Of course, any vinyl side is not going to be as well insulated as a hard side like a truck topper. So that's something you have to consider. The James Baroud has been really great in these colder temps, but definitely the hard side, I think, will always take the win in the insulation category. Another thing with the truck topper is you can do what Tim did here and get this high top. Tim's is super dialed in here, and he's got so much space with the high top, and he can even make this into a dinette. But yeah, I really like this high top. I mean, this compared to a rooftop tent, this is half camper. So if you want to see a full walkthrough of Tim's rig and him chatting about it, I did that on the channel as well. And no doubt with the truck topper, you're going to be able to store way more stuff on top of it than the rooftop tent. The James Brood's cool though. It does have a little cutout in the back where it's kind of like a roof rack and I could strap stuff down. I just wouldn't want to put anything too heavy up there because it'd be all the way at the back and tall. But yeah, some light clothes and extra winter gear or summer gear would be great. A lot of people think that with the truck topper, you can't have as much storage. You'd want to keep it pretty light because you're going to be sleeping back there. If you have a roof rack, I mean, you can load 150 pounds worth of stuff up there. It's about as much as a lot of these rooftop tents weigh. So when you take that into consideration, and if you have good boxes and things like that, and even Brian's only got one on the back, he could have another one on the front here, but he's pretty minimalist with everything. And he's got the Dometic CFX 50 fridge right back here, just chilling. So yeah, if you're looking to get a Dometic fridge too, you can use code DOWNTOMOB at dometic.com. Yeah, we'll let you get out of here, Brian. Always good seeing you, man. And
too,
thanks for showing us so many cool spots.
Oh, my pleasure. And I'll be in your area in a couple weeks. So
yeah. So
together.
we'll have to show you some new spots I found even this year.
Sweet,
so
dude.
sweet.
I'm down.
Yeah. All right, later, buddy. Drive safe. Yeah. You. Yeah, buddy. The only question is, are you down to mob? He's down. Look at him. Look at him. He's down.